session is really good for us. So let me introduce myself again. I am Amit, and I'm a data engineer in Google. With that, I'm working in Hackveda as a instructor. And today we're going to conduct the sessions on this MTA Java sessions, MTA 98388 exam, which is Microsoft exam on Introduction to Java. So let's start about that. So today our agenda is I will going to tell you how these questions they ask in the exam, and after clearing this certification, what are the possible paths that will be open for you, how is the pattern, and how you can uh, clear this certification exam. So Hackveda is one of the certified portal, as you know, like this certified center, and you can give exam from here also, and online exam is there. So Hackveda is like a certified portal which is connected with Microsoft, and with that, once you clear this certification, you can get this certificate. You can see my name is also here, and this Microsoft tag with your name will get added. Will get added. So after clearing this certification, like there is a lot of opportunity, or the paths are open for you become a Java developer, SD software developer engineer, and application developer. And today so I will going to show you is what is Microsoft MTA exam, what is the pattern of that exam, is it easy, difficult, and how you can find out the latest question and how you can prepare for it. So this is the name of the certification is MTA 98-388, which is Microsoft certification, which is MTA stand for Microsoft Technology Associate. It's like a first stage of that exam. There are other specialized Microsoft certification also, and this is specifically for the Java developer. And this is our team. This is Mr. Devanshu sir. He is a director of Hackvedam. This is obviously me, and this is one more faculty, Mr. Satvik. And we have a lot of faculties are there who are specialized in their subjects and they take the classes. And if you want to know more on this Hackvedam, you can just connect to this Hackvedam. We have already provided the number as well as contact, like if you need to know more on the detail about different courses. So let's start about this Java class. So before going to this Microsoft certification, you need to enroll on this certification exam. There is a portal, cert portal is there. The link we will going to share you. We're going to tell you like how this certification is there. So in this certification, this exam for 45 minutes, and in this 45 minute you have 44 question. You can assume it like 1 minute for each question and 1 minute for just revision. So you need to manage your timing accordingly. Once you are done with this, these are the 45 question comes. This is a Microsoft portal I'm showing you, and this is the question pattern. You can see here the question is not only the MCQ, it is like a drag and drop also, it is like a true and false also. So you can see here the question is like, let me pick one question here. What they're saying, sum is greater than equal to num, and CNT is one variable which is smaller than num. Okay, how you can find it out? Okay, now you can see in the operator. Can you try from your side, can you try just what option will be come here inside the if condition? If you are aware about the programming, how many of you are aware about the Java programming? Means you are skill in the Java. Guys, can you tell me like how many of you are aware about the Java? So based on that, we can prepare you. If you are
No, sir, we are not aware of Java. Just I am
okay,
starting.
First time.
okay, okay. What about other programming language, C programming or anything?
Yeah, sir, I have undergone some basic practices with the C, C++, and Python.
Okay, okay. So if you have done work in a C language, do you know if condition, logic, if condition, if else, loop? Do you know about it? Anything like how we apply the if condition?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just see here. If you are not aware about it, I will going to make you prepare on that. Just see here what actually they are saying. Sum is greater than and equal to num. So now you tell me, if sum is greater than equal to num, what operator you will going to use it here? Sum is greater than and equal to num.
Fourth.
Um, no, I think here sum is
The
saying,
question mark. Sorry, sorry.
yeah,
The fifth one.
yeah, fifth one. Anushka, it's see, it is saying sum is greater than. Sum is on which side? This side, right? If you take this one, then it will become num is greater than equal to. Okay, so you will going to select this one. So you can just drag it and paste it here, right? Drag in the sense when you see this portal, you just need to drag and bring it here. Okay, now next thing is what? CNT is smaller than num. CNT is smaller than num. Now which one you will going to use? CNT is smaller than num.
Fifth one.
CNT is smaller than num.
The
Third.
third one.
Correct. Third one you will going to use. Why? Because CNT, you can see CNT is smaller than num. So you need to write like this. First is sum is greater than equal to num. So sum is here. So it will come like this. Okay. Or you can say, let me rub it and write it down in a very clear fashion, clear way. This one. Now next is saying CNT is smaller than num. CNT is smaller than num. So if you write this one, then it will become CNT smaller than num. If you write this one, then it will become a greater, right? Now you just see here what you will going to write it down here. This is the two expression. So whenever you want to work with the two expression, what will come here in between two expression? When you want to work with the
First
two,
one.
good. Either you can use this one or you can use this one, but just read this. How should you complete the code? To answer, drag the appropriate operator to the correct position. Each operator may be used once, more than once, not at all. So now here, either you need to use and or this. So both you can use it here, but right now we are not sure. So like you can go with this. If this both condition are true, then only this body will be going to execute. Body in the sense whatever you write here inside it. Maybe like in C language, if you have done work on it, you can execute this code, right? So like this, you need to apply the logic. Okay. See, we will going to train you accordingly. If you are not aware about the Java, no issue. We will train you accordingly the Java programming. I will going to first give you some pattern on that. First, today I will going to show you the question, and then we will give you a exposure on the Java. So this is actually the based on normal programming, not on any of this. I can say based on the like depend on any Java itself. No, it's not like that. This is if condition you have seen in C language also, right? So I hope it is clear to you. So like this, you need to apply the logic here. Read the statement carefully, and based on that, you need to select it. Am I clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any question? Anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me know. Okay. In case anything is not clear, I will explain once again. Okay, but see, we're going to train here based on the question what usually ask. Okay, so these are the current question they asked in the previous exam. I have given recently this exam, and I have also experienced similar questions. Means pattern obviously might be get changed, but you need to pattern will be remain safe. Means the question might be get changed, but drag in and drop will be remain same. So just need to apply the logic here. Okay, just 1 minute. Sorry guys, there was some disturbance. Yeah, so this was one of the pattern. Okay, so today what I can do it, I can just show you the question, and based on that we will going to prepare. Okay, so okay, let me show you one more question. Now you just see this. Okay, this is based on the Java only. Okay, have you done work on C++ language? Any one of you? uh, Class, object, the term, have you aware about it?
Yes, sir. A little bit about aware about that.
Okay. Anushka, you?
No.
Okay, and what about others? Okay, so this question I can, okay, let me see other question. I will going to explain you first this one and then we will see it. Okay, this one. Okay. So let me show you a few okay, this one, this is based on, okay. You know that priority of the operator, right? Can you solve this question? If you simplify this question, what will be the representation for this? See, here it is given like this, okay? So today what I can do, the simple question that are not based on Java, I take it that so that I can explain you some of the question, and then we can pick a question based on that, okay? Means I will going to explain you first class and object, and then based on that we will going to train you, okay? So like suppose here, this is written like this, okay? So here 0. So you can you solve this? Any one of you? Can you try? Just wanted to make you understand like how this approach we follow. Do you know the priority? When we solve this question? Yeah, correct. Okay, it's already selected here. Okay, no issue. But okay, but what is the answer like?
Need.
Board mass using board mass.
Yeah, BODMAS is there. Yeah, correct. But how you
So
solve
first
it?
involving the multiplication 10 into 2
Hmm.
is equal to 20,
Yeah,
and taking
correct.
the modulus of 105 it will be 0. So
Hmm.
20 plus equal to 50 is equal to 70.
Correct. First you simplify it, okay? Next, like you said absolutely correct. You have given the correct answer. While exam, if anything, if such question comes, priority, you need to find it out. What's such in BODMAS rule? The first priority is your bracket. First, you need to open the bracket, then division, division, multiplication. Okay, if you have both division and multiplication together, which one you will select?
Multiplication.
No, no. See, if you have a division and multiplication together, whichever will come first, you will select that because division and multiplication having same priority. Okay, so division and multiplication is having same priority. So if you find somewhere where division is also there, multiplication is also there, you can go for anyone. Okay, because they are having same priority. So this BODMAS is your division, multiplication. After that, you have addition and subtraction. So this comes under arithmetic operation. Okay, is my screen is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, no, actually, Anushka, can you see my screen?
No, sir.
Please reconnect once. I think there might be a network issue at your side. Other can see my screen, so just please reconnect once. Okay. So here you can absolutely, you said correct. X is equal to X plus here. So replace this X value by 50 plus 100 mod 5 plus 10 into 2. So 50 plus 100 mod 5 is 0. Okay. 10 into 2, 20. So in that way you will get it. 50 plus 100 mod 5. Mod means that give you remainder. So when you divide 5 by 100, you will get 0 remainder, right? And then 10 into 2, 20, right? So like this, you need to apply BODMAS rule, bracket of division, multiplication, addition, subtraction. So division and multiplication having same, okay, you can apply when they are coming together, okay? If I say you, if I give you some question like this, 50 into 10 divide by 2, okay, so you can go for any of this, right? Because multiplication and division are like coming together, right? So whichever come first, you will go for that. It's not like 50 into 10, then you will going to divide it, then multiply it. Whichever come first, you will go first, and then based on that you solve that, okay? So this is 70 obviously come, and like this similar question they will ask. So calculator is also there, you can apply the logic, but I will suggest like with this pen and paper, if you solve, you can solve it in much better way. So this kind of question they usually ask. Now let's see some other question. Okay, this is one more question. In C language, if I ask you, array matrices.
Yes, sir.
So based on this question, can you just read and tell me like what actually they said? Here they have given you two-dimension array, okay, which is the name of an array is score, and in that array they are reading this. Might be you are not aware about the syntax, but it is similar to the, yeah, correct. It is similar to the um, array that you have read it in a C++. So you just see it. You need to change the score of 0 to 50. Okay. Um, Here the score is 0 to 50. Then what will be the index here? Okay. What will be the index value here? So for the first element, the index value will be what? If you work with a two dimension, see, whenever you see such data, so here, this is your row number 1. Okay. That is starting with 0. This is row number 2. This is row number 3. Okay. Similarly, this is a column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, and column number 4. So you know in an array, index start from what? 0, right? Yeah, correct. No, no. You here you see that here it is written. You need to change the score 0 to 50, and you have given the answer 2 3. That is incorrect. The answer is 2 2. Row number is what? 2. Column number what? 2. So this is having index value 2 2. So what will come here? Here will come 2, and here also will come 2. Do you understand? So based on that, you need to select it here. You can see this arrow up and down, you can change the value here. So in this score, when you click on this arrow, you can increase it, you can decrease it, and based on that, you can assign a value. So here the answer will come when the index value will be 2 2. In that case, the value will get changed to 50. Is it clear? Not 1 and 2. No. Why 1 and 2 will come? Index will start from 0, right? So index is start from 0. This is your first row. See, in an array, index always start from 0. But when we say it, we say that it is a row first, row 2, row 3. Similarly, column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. But as index start from 0, it will be your zero index, first index. So how the value internally it will be for this 90? Okay, let me explain you. Suppose your value is like this: 90, 100, 55, 78, then 100, 89, 0, 85, 65, 92, 50, 91. Okay, this is the thing. Now if you want to find it out the index, then index for the first value, what will be the index? It index will
0 and 1.
0 0. No, for first value it will be 0 0. Why it is 0 0? You see what is, oh sorry, what is your column name? I mean column index 0. What is the row index? 0. So 0 0, this one. For 100, what is the column name? 1. Your column index 1, row number 0. So it will be 0 1. For 55, what is your column row index? 0. And what is the column index? 2. So it will be 0 2. Similarly, what is your row number? 0. And what is your column index? Here it will come 3, right? So here it will be 3. Okay. Similarly here for this 100, it will be 1. Your row number is 1. Column will be your 0. Are you getting, every one of you?
Yes, sir. But the question is to change the value of 0 to 50, right, sir? Not the 50 to 0. So,
So 0 is
we,
this one,
yes, sir. So, how
right?
can be the 2 comma 2 the value will be?
So here it is saying you need to change the score 0 to 50. So what is the index of score 0?
1 comma 2.
1 comma 2, right? Now here it is saying you need to change 0 to 50. Now it means that for 50, what will be your index value? You can see here for 50, what will be your index value? They are asking. Means now score, here now score when you want to 0, here it will be 1 and 2. But now we are talking about 50. Then what will be the index for that?
2 comma 2.
So what you will get? 2 comma 2, right? So that's why here 2 comma 2 is coming. Here you can see, here they have given 50, and here you need to change the value so that you can get it 50. And the question is you need to change the score 0 to 50. For this 0, the index was 1 and 2. 1 your row number, 2 is your column number, but you want 50. So for 50 it will be 2 2, right? Now is it clear to you? Is it clear to you now? Okay. Similarly, 8 9 will be what? In that case, 1 1. For 0, it will be your 1 2, and 8 5 will be your 1 3. So it is saying that you have a score, this one, that is your 1 2. You wanted to make change to this one. So what will be the index of this? So that's why we are finding this is 2 0 for your second row, and your index of this is 0. This is 2 1 for your row 2 and 1 column. This is 2 2. Why 2 2 is coming? Because what is the index of your row is 2. What is the index of the column? 2, right? So this is 2 2. And this is 9 1. What is this? Row index is your 2 and column index is 3. So like this you need to find it out. So if they say, suppose if they say you, we wanted to change the score from 90 to 100, what will be the index of that? If you want to change score from 90 to 100, what will be the index of that?
1, 0.
Good. If similarly, if I say I wanted to change score from 89 to 78, what will be the index?
03.
Good. So like this, you need to find it out. In the exam, you might don't have that much time. Okay, 45 minutes we have in the exam, and 44 question we have. Okay, so you need to just write down in your rough paper in a very fast way, or you need to do calculation in your brain itself, so that you don't do any mistake here. Okay, you should be precise to select the option. And here, once you click on this arrow button or this arrow button, you can increase this value or decrease this value. Okay. Let me rub this. Anything that is not clear to you, please ask me the question. Okay, because similar question might come in the exam and related to this question only. So if you are not clear anything, please ask me here, so I can explain you with some other example. You were getting confused, I think, in this question. Is it clear now to you, like why that was coming 0 2? Miss, why that was coming 2 2 from this 1 and 2 2?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me show you other question. Okay, just see this. Okay, tell me what is the output of line 3 if they say you. What is the value the see in the Java to print? In C language, what you use to print any variable or any syntax? Printf, right? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So in Java, we use system.out.println. In place of printf function, we use system.out.println. Okay. So here, just see this. I declare a variable that is of byte type. Byte is one data type having a value in the range -128 to 127. Miss, byte is a data type having a value in the range -128 to 127. So here value, I have declared one variable that is of byte type, and I'm just incrementing it, and I'm trying to print a value of that. Can you tell me what is an output of that line value 1? You can see from the screen how that value is coming. Can you tell me? Obviously here the answer will be 128, but like what I did here, this value plus 1 1. Do you know increment decrement operator? In C language you might have used for loop. So there we use increment decrement, right?
Yes, sir.
So this value plus plus, okay, this one value 1 plus plus means value plus 1. Okay, so when you try when they ask you what is an output of line 3, just see this, what they are doing in the line 3. Might be they are doing some other operation, so just check what actually they are doing in the line 3. Based on that, you can select the option. So here it will come 128. Now what do you mean by line 4? It is saying you what is the output of line 4. Okay, so in the line 4, 1 divide by 3. When you divide 1 by 3, what you get? 0.33, right? When you divide 1 by 3, you will get 0.33 something. But here you can see a long value you are getting. Why it is so? Because here this both values are float. Okay, this 1.0 and 3.0 is what? Float value. Do you know float, integer? You remember? In C language we have float, integer, different data types, right? So in Java also we have a data type similar to that of C, except few modification in their size. I will going to explain you. I will give you the brief idea. Today I'm just showing you the pattern of like when we connect in the next session. I will going to tell you about the Java basic. Okay, so that will be helpful for you. This is just to make you understand at the starting only how questions come, so that based on that we can prepare it. So you can only think it like calculator will be there. on that exam portal itself. When you divide 1 by 3, it will become like a 0.3333, right? Double data type is there, and that double data type allow you to have a n number of value after the decimal. You can see 0.33 number is coming, right? So it is of decimal type. Sorry, it is of double data type. Double data type means what? Double data type says, double data type, it is one of the data type called decimal value, and it support more than 6 digit after decimal. Okay, you can see here the what values are coming like this, right? So it is more than 6 digit, right? So it is of double data type. And how do you find it out? Because there is no f here, but in the next line you can see here system.out println 1.0 f 3.0 f, and the answer for that is 0.334. Why? Because this is a float type, and float support only 6 digit after the decimal. Float support only till 5 to 6 digit after decimal. So you can think it can support till 6 digit only, or you can say 5, not more than that. And that is the reason here we are selecting 0.3334. But here, like double data type, they can support more than 6 digit after decimal. Remember this thing, that double data type support more than 6 digit after decimal. You can see 3, 3, right? This is 6, but here it is coming more than that. And this is the float. So in order to represent float, we add f with any of the calculation. So here that's why f is added. When you do calculation like this, 1.0 f divided by 3.0, it means that it is a float type, and it will give you answer in this range 0.03334, something like that. But if you do similar, if you in the question, if you find that it is similar 1.0 divided by 3.0, it means that it can be a decimal. So you need to check for the options, what option they are suggesting in this portal. This question, the exam, this question was having the option of this largest digit 333. That's why I selected this one. If you divide 1 divided by 3, it is an integer, so you will get a 0. If you remember, if you try to convert any float answer into this decimal, sorry, into integer, you will get it 0 here. If you remember, in C language, we tried, you might have done many times. A is equal to 1, B is equal to 3, and if you do C, C is equal to integer, C is equal to A divided by B, then integer value do not support decimal. So when you divide 1 by 3, you will get an answer 0.333. But because it is an integer type, C is of integer type, it will give you only 0. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So like this, you need to understand what actually they ask in the question. So today I've shown you the pattern, like what actually they ask. And in this way, we're going to prepare you. Okay. If you have any question, please ask. We have only 2 minutes left. So please ask the question if anything is not clear. And from the next class onward, I will going to prepare you on the Java. I will going to give you Java idea, what is Java, database, data type, and syntax, class, object, so that you can get familiarity with that. Any question, any one of you? Is it clear today what we have seen? I hope it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This
sir.
okay. So clearing this exam is not difficult. Just clear your concept. If you stuck somewhere, ask me the question immediately. Clear your concept and practice from your side also. uh, from next class onward, I will going to give you some idea of the Java, and then I will going to tell you what are the resources you can follow it, so that you can clear it, this uh, like MTS certification and the interview in a very easy way. Okay.